Capricorn, hey babe, it's the Scorpio Stellium. I'm here to do your predictions for the week of October 25th through the 31st. Remember, these are general readings, so they may not resonate perfectly every time, but I will do my best to show you all of the indications that the cards have. I'll pull the astrology into it as well, and at the end, I will do a pick a card for your message from the divine. Woo, that shuffle went sideways. That's a new word, slideways. Okay. Capricorn, Capricorn. Well, aren't you feeling a little stuck right now? Because you're not getting the commitment. Because somebody's saying they're going to do all the stuff they're going to do, but they're not going to do it. That's what I'm seeing right now. But you're going to get some victory here at the end of the week. So let's break this down. First, we have the Six of Swords reversed. This is Mercury in Aquarius. This is upright, a card that is talking about thinking of how we progress, how we expand our lives, how we make them better. And it's Six of Swords reversed. We're not expanding anything. We're not expanding jack shit. We just feel like we're sitting in the harbor and we can't cast the boat off. Because Eight of Swords, you're stuck. You feel mentally stuck because you're unwilling to see any other perspective. You have some hard no's, some things that you're unwilling to compromise on. With the Hangman reverse, you may even be feeling like you are the victim here. And perhaps you are, but I'm talking about emotionally. You're feeling like you're the victim with the reversed Hangman. With the Eight of Swords, this is Jupiter in Gemini. It is expanding the thoughts of Gemini. And Gemini has a tendency to get a little anxious, has a tendency to get a little in their own head. And here with the Eight of Swords, we see that this person who is this person who is stuck because they believe they're stuck. They believe there's no way out of this. And I think that there are ways out. There's always a way out of it, but particularly in your situation. If you look at this card here, she's bound, she's blindfolded, but she's got all these swords around her. I mean, she could cut herself out fairly easily, right? She's also not got her feet on the ground, so she's not being grounded. And in addition to that, there's this building right behind her, like, hey, come help me. So there are a lot of ways out of the situation that the individual in the card is not seeing because, again, they feel defeated already, but they are not. They're not defeated. You're not defeated. It's just your perception because you feel like you're the victim in this situation, and that's the Hangman reversed. Then we have really what's going on here. So we have a mix of things. First, we have the Hierophant reversed. So you're not getting the commitment that you want. The Hierophant is a card about marriage. It's a card of getting good counsel. And this card here feels particularly like commitment to me that's not happening. With who? With this person that you are just like all about. You know, you're so into them. But at the same time, you know that they talk a big game, but they don't have anything to back it up. The Knight of Cups is a sweet talker. And when he's upright, depending on the cards around him, he may actually back that up with action. But when he's reversed, he's certainly not. A lot of times this is a player. Sometimes this is the Casanova. This is the person that is not really committed to any one thing except for themselves. And then we have the reversed Eight of Pentacles. This may be affecting your work. The fact that this individual is not committing to you or not putting in the work themselves with the relationship, that's another indication of the card. But it also may be affecting your job because the Eight of Pentacles is about somebody who's very good at what they do. They're putting in the work, and here it's reversed. So it's affecting how you function at work. It's affecting possibly your finances because it's affecting you, and what's going on in your mental state is going to come out in other areas. And then down at the bottom here, we have the reversed Two of Swords, which is showing that this stalemate is going to be broken. It's going to, we're finally going to get an answer or a resolution here. We are building up to that. It's coming. It may be this week, it may be into the weeks to follow because it's down at the bottom and more of the immediate future area of the reading. But the Two of Swords is this moon in Libra, moon being emotions, Libra being a sign of indecisiveness oftentimes. I don't like to be up on Libra. They have a lot of lovely things about them, but one of their negative qualities, and we aren't talking about their negative qualities with this card, is that they are indecisive. But here we see a decision is finally going to be made, and the decision will be in your favor because we have the Chariot next. The Chariot is Cancer's card. It is this card of victory. It's this card of emotional victory because Cancer is a water sign and it is a very emotional sign. So we have wearing our emotions we're not being vulnerable with our emotions. We're being firm with them. We're using them to our advantage. So I see you getting the victory because you have been transparent in your emotions, and therefore you are going to get the karmic payoff for that. You're going to get the progress and the success and the triumph that you are seeking. But then we have the reverse Three of Wands, and we're going to have to clarify this one a little bit because it's interesting to see this situation, the stalemate being broken and you coming out the winner, and then having the Three of Wands reversed, which is where we're not making any plans for the future. So we will clarify that, and normally I start at the top when I do my clarifications, but I'm actually going to start at the bottom and go ahead and clarify this reverse Three of Wands. So we see here swift action and swift speech. So I think that this is cutting through the bullshit, and I think that that is happening, but at the same time it leaves you in this position of, what do I actually do with the victory that I've won now? Because now I've gotten the truth, I've gotten the stalemate broken, but where does that leave me? It leaves you in a position of not knowing what you're going to do and how you're going to carry this forward to the future. So let's clarify the reverse Six of Swords. This is not making progress up at the top of the reading. You end up making the progress down below with the Chariot, but we start off the week not making the progress with the Ace of Pentacles. Some seed that you have planted that you've been waiting for it to grow is not taking root. Let's clarify the Eight of Swords. Stuck in your own head, feeling like you're restricted, with the Princess of Cups, being restricted in the offers of love that you're given. So in the way that somebody's presenting themselves to you in love, in relationships, the offer that they're giving you makes you feel stuck. And then the reverse Hangman, feeling like you are the victim here. Six of Pentacles, okay. And Five of Cups. So again, I feel with the Five of Pentacles, with the moon in Taurus, that's typically a good card, but the fact that it's clarifying negative card with a more negative card, it feels to me more like the offer that you're given is not good enough. It's like a day late, $1 short. It's not enough. And then the Five of Cups next to it, Mars in Scorpio. Mars being this warrior planet in Scorpio, it is in domicile. That is the ruler of Scorpio, not Pluto. We'll talk about that another time. But Mars in Scorpio is the fact that there's grief and sadness here. And it's hard for you to see what is present in your life because you're very focused on what is lost, or what you perceive as being lost, or what you perceive as being not good enough. And this is just not good enough. This whole reading gives me this, it's not enough. I need more here. The middle line, honestly, the only thing I'm going to clarify is the reverse Knight of Cups. I'm going to get more information out of it, but I feel that that line is pretty clear. That's not getting the commitment. Somebody who says they're going to do one thing and then they don't, and it affecting your work, affecting you. It's also them not putting in the work that they say they're going to put in. Okay. Ooh. With the Knight of Wands. So there's a lot of passion here. There's a lot of passion, and it's not really thought through passion. Okay, it's not really passion with a direction. It's just, let's do it for the sake of doing it. You know, like this is that person that, does the late night booty call kind of stuff. And you take it because you want them. But Ten of Swords is they're betraying you. They're going behind your back. They're hurting you. You probably know this, but you've been willing to accept less because of your emotional attachment to them. But the betrayal is very real. I think that they're probably doing this. This is probably a pattern for them, honestly. Okay, let's look at the reverse Two of Swords, the stalemate being broken, and the victory coming through the Chariot. I think it's a double-sided victory. We have the Knight of Cups again. Again, that sweet talker, that's where you're having the victory. You get the stalemate broken. Somebody makes a decision. So that's what you want. That's why it's a victory. It's a win because you get some answer. And I do think that it comes out in your favor, but it still is leading to heartbreak. Okay? Three of Swords. Like, I think you get the answer that you've kind of known is there, but it still is painful to you. It's this double-edged victory. Sometimes we just want an answer so that we don't feel stuck anymore, and we're willing to take any answer, even if the answer is goodbye or no. And I think that's kind of the answer that you're getting, is the goodbye or the no. And it's so painful for you because we have the Three of Swords here. We have the Saturn in Libra. So we're Saturn being the planet of restriction, of hard lessons. It is a malefic planet in Libra, the emotional, relational planet. Okay, so relationships being broken, sorrow. This is what it's speaking of. So unfortunately, I have to caution you that there is probably some sorrow coming. And I think that it's been a long time coming. And I think you're going to have to face it. You're going to have to face something that is very painful to break the stalemate and to break out of feeling stuck. There's not a pleasant, lovely way out of this, unfortunately. So let's go ahead and pull your card for your message from the Divine. It is a pick a card. So you're going to be choosing just one card that is your message, cards 1 through 3. And you can pause if you need to figure out which card resonates with you. Okay, we have card 1, card 2, and card 3. Okay, so for card 1, it is the 8 of Wands. So you're going to be receiving messages. You're going to be getting communication about something. Additionally, it's telling you that you're putting a lot of force and action behind a particular situation. And I think that this is coming at it as an encouragement to you, honestly. I think these are messages that you need to get. I think these are actions that you need to take. And then for card 2, this is the 8 of Cups. This is telling you it is time to walk away from something that's not serving you. You know damn sure what that is. We've seen it in this reading. If it's not really helping you grow, if it's not emotionally fulfilling to you, if it is holding you back in your spiritual growth, you have to walk away from it, even if you're still very emotionally attached to it. And then for card 3, we have the 2 of Cups. This is the soulmate card. This is telling you that there is love in your life, that there is a soulmate connection in your life, and it's going to be emphasized this week. It's asking you to recognize that connection. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you again next week.